Alright, so this is going to be my second workbench. This one's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a permanent fixture here in the center of my garage. It's going to be about 4 foot by 7 foot. This is where I'm going to be doing a lot of my work, my assembly table, my glue up table, whatnot, and it's going to have a shelf below. Pretty basic, I didn't want to overanalyze this and have like the perfect workbench or whatever. So it's going to be pretty simple, and so we'll get started. Alright, went ahead and did some pre-cutting here. These are 4x4s, and these are going to be the legs. And then these pieces here are going to be for the shelf. So these ones are 68 inches long, and these ones are 34 inches long. And by the way, these are the 2x3s, and they're not 2x4s. Alright, so we're going to lay out the bottom shelf. And so since I want my bottom shelf at 14 inches, I'm going to have a 3/4 inch piece of plywood there as the bottom shelf. So I want to go down to 13 1/4 and make a line. And that's where I'm going to put my 2x3 studs. Go ahead and draw a line across all 4 of these legs. Alright, so now I'm going to line my 68 inch piece of 2x3 here with the top of the line and make sure that it is flush with the outside of the 4x4 leg. And then I'm going to go ahead and put 2 screws in here. Now I'm going to be screwing the 34 inch cross members on the inside of these 2x3s from there to there. Now I'm using scrap plywood to cut the bottom shelf. Pieces are cut, fit nice. Now I just gotta screw them down. Alright, so now I'm putting the top frame. I already got this piece in. I need to put another piece in right here. And then the 2 little ones going across. This isn't really structural, it's just kind of holding the top portion of the legs square and even. And this will also give me a attachment point to screw the top down. Alright, so I got my 3/4 inch plywood cut. I got it to 46.5 by 82.5. I'm going to go ahead and glue this 3/4 inch material on the edge of it. That way you won't see the raw plywood, and it'll give it a cleaner look later on when I glue my plastic laminate down on the top of this. Alright, so as I'm putting these edge pieces on, I really don't have any large, 7 foot or 4 foot clamps. So what I'm using is tape. It's another alternative. Just put it in there, get it nice and tight, and tape it down, press it down, and it works. Alright, so the glue is dry, so now I'm just going to sand everything flush. Alright, so I got my top all sanded, so now we are ready to glue on the plastic laminate. Alright, so I'm going to be using this contact cement to glue the plastic laminate onto the plywood. Just make sure you read the instructions, all that fun stuff. So I'm going to head and get started on this. Alright, so the glue is all dry. I went ahead and put a couple of these dowels on the plywood surface. This one, when I lay the plastic laminate on top, it will help me get it all positioned and situated where I want it before it actually makes contact with each other. Because once they make contact, it's not going anywhere and it's stuck there. So try to make it perfect the first time and not have to redo this. So let's get this thing on. Here, can you grab that corner?
This corner?
Yeah. And pick it up a little bit and walk that, go that way. Oh, keep going, keep going, keep going. Pick it up a little bit higher. Higher, higher, higher. Okay.
Lay down?
Yep, now you can lay it down. Nice. Okay, hold on. Don't touch, don't. No, stop. Whew, got it all in there. You can see my little helper help me out there. My little shop helper. Alright, so now that it's on, all smoothed out, I got my router with a flush trim bit in there, and we are going to trim the laminate flush to the workbench top. Alright, since the flush trim bit doesn't leave the best edge, I went ahead and switched bits in my router and put my chamfer bit in there, and it's going to leave a nice little angle on the edge of it. It won't be as sharp and won't catch stuff, won't catch my clothes on it. Alright, she's all complete. I'm happy with the way she turned out. So now I'm going to go over a couple of little things that I did, and I'll show you why I did them and kind of explain my process, my thinking process in building this workbench. Alright, so here in the corners I added these 45-degree braces because the bench kind of had a wobble to it and I wanted it to be really sturdy. So I did it to this leg and did it to the opposite leg over on the other end. Alright, so here on the short ends, my two short ends, I have a little bit more of an overhang. It's probably about 7-8 inches. And my thinking was I didn't want to have to put a 2x4 here on the end and have to fight around it if I ever wanted to clamp something to this bench. I figure if I could just keep it out of the way, it'd make my life a little bit easier, clamping stuff to the end of the workbench. And so that's my thought process on that. Alright, so down here on the bottom shelf below the work surface, I'm thinking about putting some sort of drawer system here. I haven't really thought it out, and I'll kind of have to play things by ear and see what I need. But have some sort of drawer system here, some big drawers to put all my tools in, rather than just having this kind of be a junk area. Create some sort of drawer system, maybe on one half, and then have the other half open. Alright, another thing I didn't do was put wheels on the bench. I was thinking that the wheels would wobble too much, and I wanted a good solid bench. So I just, if I need to muscle this thing around, it's not that heavy, and I'll just kind of drag it around the workshop as needed. Alrighty, so that is going to do it for this video. I'm very happy with the way this turned out. Now I have a work surface to actually make some stuff. So I'm going to try to mix up my videos now and not have all garage projects. I'll try to throw some other projects in there. My wife already has a honey-do list to do, so I got to get to that. I think that will do it. Let me know what you guys think of this workbench. If you would have done some stuff differently. Maybe some ideas of what to do down below for that shelf with drawers and whatnot. Trying to keep it organized rather than just a place to put junk and have it collect dust. Try to make it useful down there. Other than that, make sure you like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I think that's what will do it. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one.